everybody, and thanks for joining us for the PHNX Suns pregame show. The Suns might be resting tonight, but we're not. We're here for you, so thanks for coming on down. Oh, are you going to take the night off, Espo?
I'm mailing it in, all right?
Oh, no.
Load management during a game?
Mental load management.
Mental load management? Saul, I can't tell if you're load managing or not. Are you channeling like are you hoodie mellow today?
I'm bench Kevin Durant.
Oh, okay, I see.
This is
a good look.
This is how we do it.
It's a good look.
Well, tonight the Phoenix Suns will face off against the Los Angeles Lakers, or at least some of them will.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not bury the lead. The biggest conversation around this game is who is playing and who is not playing. So let's see. Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Chris Paul, DeAndre Ayton, and TJ Warren are all out for tonight's game. TJ Warren will give him a pass. He actually is sick, so there's a legitimate reason behind him sitting out. All the other ones, the big four, are resting, except for technically they say Kevin Durant is left ankle injury management, but that's BS. We all know it's rest.
It's basically the same thing.
And then on the Lakers side of things, Anthony Davis, LeBron James, and D'Angelo Russell were all questionable or probable coming into tonight's game. They are all available to play.
Mm-hmm.
And a last-minute addition to the Lakers side of things, Dennis Schroeder is out. He got neck spasms pretty closely to the game. Yeah.
I'm not even
Took a nap and slept wrong. I don't know.
That would hurt, though. You've never had, like, just a kink in your neck?
Oh, yeah.
That shit
I don't know if that's the
hurts.
same as the neck spasm, though.
But I feel like it would start as that, and then it would start to actually,
so?
like, spasm, and then it would hurt really bad.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's fun. Right?
Just wait till you see the starters if you thought the injury.
Well, we have the
list was-
starters.
I know. I just saw
Oh,
it.
give it to me. Give it
So
to
we
me.
got Campaign, Josh Okogie, Landry Shamet, Torrey Craig, and Busy.
All
Folks,
right.
I just want to say this right
Dear
now.
Lord.
Folks, if it's ever going to happen,
It's going to happen.
you got 2 games.
It's going to happen.
You got 2 games, and you know Landry's going to get some minutes.
Mhm.
He's going to get some heavy minutes.
Mhm.
If it's going to happen, it's got to happen now.
So just in case anybody is confused, if you are new to the program, earlier on in the season, Saul made a bet with all of us that if Landry Shamet scored 35 points this year, we all collectively get to decide what his punishment will be for it. So it's basically like an open bet. Like we all get to come up with some ridiculous shenanigans for Saul to do together, which is fun.
Isn't his punishment that he's got to watch Landry Shamet play basketball?
Oh, man.
Too mean, Espo. Too mean.
I just want to say this in my defense of Landry Shamet.
Sure.
I don't think I've been nearly as hard on him this year as I was last year.
I
Yeah.
agree with that.
I think I've been pretty easy on.
I think he was also out for 2 months.
However it played out, I think I've kind of toned it back a little bit, taken down a dial a little bit.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
The Suns put him front and center in their
Because they know.
image there
Yeah,
because they know.
He's about to go off for 35
You
tonight.
want to see it rain? Let it rain. Let's go.
I'm just going to throw this out there. I think people have been, listen, I get that Landry Shamet is not who everyone expected Landry to be. But I think that there is a line, and when you start bringing up what Landry is doing on the court versus what he's getting paid, in your opinion, that's fine. But I think that's where the line is for me, because Landry didn't make James Jones give him that contract. James Jones chose to give Landry that contract. So again, I think the money thing needs to just be left out of the argument, because I don't think it's fair.
You sound like Denzel Washington and Malcolm X. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us.
I mean, look, you can feel a certain type of way about what Landry's been able to produce, the length of the contract, and the fact that he got a contract before even setting foot on the court. Those are all legitimate gripes, but the last 2 years are not guaranteed. Only half of the money on this is guaranteed, and about $10 million a season is not that expensive. It's too much for what he's producing, but it's really not that bad. This is not a terrible contract. It's still a tradable contract. But yes, you would obviously like more out of a guy that's getting paid, what is it, the 5th or 6th or 7th most amount of money on the team.
Look, the rumor was that this was almost a spite signing when
DA kind of turned them
That's
down.
not the rumor.
That was all. Yes, it was.
No,
it was always.
no,
I'm
that-
going over to
no,
Landry
no, no.
and paying him because
That is what
didn't
you
want
people
it.
inferred. That is not what
What
the
do you mean by-
rumor was. Let's squash that right now.
The rumor in my mind
That's-
was James Jones walked straight from talking to DeAndre Ayton in his eyesight
Oh,
and
God.
went to
Who
Landry Shamet and
started
said,
that
"Here's
rumor?
$44 million."
No, it's just what people
Was
interpreted
never a
from
rumor.
what happened in the.
There was no credible rumor of this at all.
I'm
This is
pretty
just how
sure
people
the
were in
first
their
one to break that
feels.
rumor was this gentleman.
Oh
so
my-
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
Gerald
God.
said.
You think
This is-
Gerald broke the
tell me.
rumor?
Sources tell me that James Jones was like, "Fuck that guy. Here you go, Landry."
Erroneous.
You won't take our lesser offer. Hey Landry, you want $44 million?
Oh
That's
my
how it went
God.
down, right?
Terrible. I'm
all,
just
all the way
saying.
across the practice court.
I'm just saying.
I think
Be
I'm
nice to
I
Landry.
think I'm the only person on this panel that is like looking forward to this game a little bit, honestly.
Why? How come,
Please tell
Gerald?
us why.
I want to see the bench guys. We still have no idea. We have no idea what the bench rotation is going to be come playoff time.
But
I
it's
want
not
to see
gonna- but we're
these
not gonna
guys.
know.
No, we're not. We're not. But I want to see. This is. They only have 2 more opportunities to prove to Monty, hey, I want to be in this rotation. I deserve to be in this rotation. I want to see who balls out. I want to see who doesn't. I kind of am looking forward to this game from a very perverse, strange standpoint compared to what we're normally used to. Like, I love watching Kevin Durant and the starters play, obviously, but there is some intrigue for me. Like, okay, are we going to see Damian Lee tonight? Is Jock Landale going to be like, hey, you've glued me to the bench for a while? I kind of want to see who shows up and who doesn't.
Okay.
It's I saw
like
that for
that.
2 months. I don't need to see it again.
Yeah, but now it's different because we're ramping up into play. They're fighting for a spot in the rotation for playoffs.
We're not worried
it's
about
a little
them.
bit different now.
They've got their spot secured. They're good. There's no ramifications of this game. It can just be guilt, like, I don't know, consequence-free hoop tonight.
Well, you know what that means, right? That means we're going to see 76 shots from Terrence Ross. Like,
Let's do
Okay.
it. I
Okay.
love it.
All right,
Okay.
wait. Before we get to that, listen. I don't have anything to root for tonight. I'd like to change that to some degree, and I know I made a 35-point bet with Shamet.
Uh-huh.
Can you guys give me a guy that if they drop X amount of points, like I get to do the
All
same in
right.
return?
Well,
Okay.
we could do. Wait, what? Wait, hold
if
on. You
Darius
want us
Paisley
to do
drops 30 points, I'll
Come
do
on.
whatever you
Not
want.
30. That 30 is
That's
unrealistic.
it? You put 35 on Shamet.
And he had 31 twice this year. That's pretty close. Darius Paisley hasn't scored over 10
Didn't
points all
Darius
season.
Paisley like knock down a 50 piece at one point in his career? Wasn't that him?
I don't.
Did I give you guys that question in trivia in a watch along the
Now
other
I
night?
gotta. Now
I
I gotta
don't
go
know.
look at.
Was that
this.
not him? Who
I
was
don't-
that?
I mean, maybe in college. I don't know.
No.
about-
Emma, do you remember that?
Maybe in your
His-
dreams.
Not Darius Paisley, Terrence Ross. That's what I was thinking.
Oh,
My bad, my bad.
That's a big
My
difference.
bad.
Huge
That's a
difference.
huge difference.
I get it. I'm
was like,
aware.
what?
It took me a minute
Yo.
for my brain to catch up, okay?
All-time heater.
Man.
Yeah, well, I don't know about
I
that
mean,
one,
with Darius
Saul.
Paisley, you should set the bar like 30 minutes, not 30 points.
Right?
Like, I don't know if he's gonna.
Fine. If campaign drops 40, I'll do whatever you want.
I'll take that.
All
Okay.
right.
I'll take
All
that.
right.
All right.
Oh,
Who
campaign.
do you guys think is going to actually be the highest score for the Suns tonight?
Campaign.
You think it'll be
I think
campaign?
him. Either campaign or Terrence Ross. Because those two are going to chuck it.
Yeah, I think it'll be Terrence Ross just by default because I
Okay.
think campaign's going to be focused on setting up the offense a little bit more than he normally would in his bench role.
I have no clue. Look, this is a game where I think Devin Booker, CP3, DA, and KD all may tweet, "I don't want to be here," because that of what they're going to watch out there. You got the Lakers playing their entire starting lineup. You got the Suns playing the B squad. Like Saban Lee, maybe Saban Lee will be the leading scorer tonight. Maybe the hometown kid will do it.
I think Terrence Ross is the logical answer, but the emotional, of course, is going to be Landry Shamet.
Sure.
I would love to see Jock hit 20 tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be nice.
I
to
saw
see.
him in warm-ups the other day, or last night. Last night felt like a week ago.
Mhm.
There's
And he was
reasons
hitting
for
the three
that.
from the perimeter. Again, I should just text Jock and say, hey, snap the wrist, buddy. Snap the wrist. Because he loves to do this. And it doesn't hit. You got to snap that wrist.
Well,
Look at the
We'll
flick of the
see.
wrist.
okay, so you said who the starters were for the Suns tonight, Espo. So now I want to know this or that. If you were taking tonight's starters, versus this group of starters from way back in the day. Tyler Ulis,
2017.
Derrick Jones Jr., Marquise Chris, Devin Booker, and Alex Len. Which group are you putting your money on?
This one.
This one?
You got Book. Len was decent. The other three, I mean.
Wow, this is some
they are what they
revisionist
are,
history
but-
right
Dude,
now.
that is such a bad take. I'm definitely taking tonight's squad.
Yeah.
That's the
Tonight's
same
squad.
Book that dropped 70. Like, why are we acting
And
like
they lost that game.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter what happens tonight. They're probably going to lose this one too.
Oh, man.
I still think I would take our current starting lineup. I don't know.
They're much more
still
sound
take-
defensively.
Half of those guys are not in the league anymore.
Biz isn't better than
Tyler
Alex Len.
Ulis, Marquise Chris, and Alex Len is barely in the league. at
Alex
this
Len
point.
just had a huge game for the Kings the other night
a
off the
huge
bench.
game off the bench.
I don't remember.
Were
It
they
was like,
resting guys?
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't
He
know
had
what the
7
points were,
points
but
and
he
4
played.
rebounds.
All right.
Yeah, he played.
Do not besmirch the great name of Alex Len, a true gentleman
Yeah,
and a
we
scholar.
won't besmirch him. He'll do that himself because he already did.
Oh, too far. Look at what you've done to us, Espo. Look at what you've done. Who else starting again?
Poor Lenny.
Who else starting? It's Campaign, Josh Okogie, Landry Shamet, Torrey Craig, and Busy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
why are
I'm
we acting like
100%
this is
taking
like a
this one.
murderer's row in tonight's starting lineup? I mean,
Nobody's acting like they're
No.
murderers row. They're just better than those
They're
bums.
just actual
Yeah.
NBA players.
Devin Booker's the most talented of any name that was said out of those 10.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, but we all
But
saw
one
that
guy.
Devin Booker couldn't lead all of those guys to very many wins.
You know what I'm doing? I'm gonna find a way to run this in NBA 2K
As a
or some
sim?
simulation.
You gotta
site.
create a player for
Yeah.
like 3 of those guys.
That's true.
Oh, man.
Oh,
It
Lord
goes
have
Devin
mercy.
Booker is the best player, and then the next 5 are the Suns' current starting lineup.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I take Alex Len over Biz. That
Stop
is,
it.
That is
No, you
the
would
start.
not.
Yes, I would.
No.
Yes, I would.
Oh, my God.
No, no.
You must have a really, really good relationship with him.
I did.
Yeah, I know. That's
I
why.
like Alex Len.
It's emotional
Man.
for him.
I can understand
I
that,
was like,
Espo, but
there's
you
no-
got to admit it.
There's no logistical
I
reason
can
why you would ever
understand
say
an
that.
emotional connection to a player, but you have to admit it.
I never traveled to New York and played basketball in Central Park with Bismack Biyombo, so I'm taking Alex Len.
I remember getting into this heated argument with somebody in the media room about Isaiah Kanan.
It was Kanan to begin with, and then it
Kanan,
was
then it
Kanan
changed
later.
Kanan.
About how he's the future backup of the Suns. And I was like, no, he ain't. No, he's not. And like this person was like, so like, no, you don't understand. Nobody understands his game. And then he got traded and all this other
Why
stuff.
not like crazy
and
people
then,
in the media room?
and then when I found out, I was like, oh, it's because you guys have a personal relationship. That's why you have a buy-in.
yeah,
Oh,
but you
okay.
know I'm being sarcastic. That
Right.
guy sounds like he was being serious.
Do I know?
Well, I don't know. But what are the guys wearing tonight, Espo? We can cheer for that,
Guess
right?
what they're wearing?
What?
The worst of all the
Oh,
uniforms.
no.
They're wearing the White Association uniform.
Man.
It matches the lineup tonight.
It's tough.
And the Lakers are wearing
right.
purple. It's like an extra
That
insult to
purple is so
injury.
fucking ugly.
You don't like it?
I don't
No,
at
with the
all.
black letters, it's so
Oh, no.
stupid.
Like
Yeah.
the lettering and everything. I'm just saying simply the color purple.
The traditional Laker jersey is the better one.
Yeah.
But then they screw it all up and try to do these variants. And I'm sorry, the Lakers can't pull off any of those variants. They don't have one other good
Eh.
uniform besides their basic one.
The black one they wore when Kobe played wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
I guess I'll be honest, I haven't really paid that much attention to their uniforms to have an opinion on them all.
Yeah.
Thanks, Lindsay. How's the fence you're sitting on over there?
I honestly haven't. I feel like the only uniforms I really paid that much attention to are Suns, and then if something really good pops off. So,
Yeah.
if,
What do you think of
so
the
if-
Nets' new ones?
Oh, I didn't love those very much.
I
The
kinda- I wanna
camo-ish
s-
things.
Yeah.
I want to see them on the court.
Yeah, those
kind
are
of-
ones that I think maybe could be better when they're actually on a player, but in the photos, I didn't like them.
I know the person that designed them, so I like them.
Here's my thing. Like we complain all the time about uniforms being like too basic. So as
That's
much
fair.
as this might be a miss, I need to see it on players, but like I'm okay with trying new animated like my favorite jerseys are the ones from the 90s when they had like the Raptors had a dinosaur on it and they were all very creative and cartoonish and
The
I loved
Hawks
it.
had the giant
Yeah,
hawk that stretched
like I
across.
love
And the
those
old school
jerseys.
The
Memphis
Bucks had the
ones.
stag on it. Yeah,
Yeah.
those were fun.
So I'm okay
Yeah.
with trying new shit, even if you miss on occasion.
See the ones that the ones that say like Brooklyn And everyone is like, oh, they look like a crayon or something.
Yeah,
like
I don't
that.
like those.
I
But
didn't hate those.
I like those.
I didn't hate those at all.
I like those.
I'm not a fan of those, but I don't want to be a hypocrite. So I'm cool with trying shit.
You got to remember too, Brooklyn's a hipster place, so like
Yes.
that stuff plays well with
Is it?
hipsters. Yes.
Yeah.
Brooklyn
Yes.
is?
Oh yeah.
Who you guys got tonight? By how much? How you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great. Suns by 25. Let's roll.
This man came out.
Espo's trolling us, you guys.
He really is.
Espo's on a roll today.
Unreal.
You want? I'm not gonna put the Lakers by 14 like probably is gonna happen.
Man. I mean, I had Lakers by 7. I didn't know who was going to play for the Lakers. It'd probably be more now, but yeah.
I got the Lakers by 7 as well. Anywhere between 6 and 10. That's all I care about.
See, I was
We know
hoping
what Suns
that
bet is now.
when we found out that LeBron and AD were questionable, I was hoping the Lakers would be like, well, they're not playing anybody, so why don't you guys just hang out on the bench with them? So then I thought, well, maybe the Suns could stay in this one. But now knowing they're all available, I probably would have picked the Lakers to win this game.
Landry Shamet drops 70 and the Suns win by 25.
Yeah. Fantastic.
Let's have a night.
Oh my
What do
God.
our friends at BetMGM think about this one?
This one definitely
Like, I
has
suppose
moved.
ridiculous because
I know, I'm so
there's no way
sorry.
the Lakers are losing this game. Favored by 13.5.
Oh shit! The line still hasn't moved.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's still Lakers 13.5. The money line changed though. It's now minus 1,000 for Lakers, plus 650 for Suns.
Put some money on that plus 650. Let's have fun tonight.
I'm sure they just knew that LeBron and AD were playing when they set this line, so that's probably why it didn't have to move.
Yeah.
All right, Saul, tell us your bet. What you got? What you putting your money on?
I just got the Lakers winning between 6 to 10 points. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So we all went real simple tonight.
Well, I mean, to be honest, like I sat there scrolling, and first of all, it only had the Lakers players. I'm sure it's changed now, but at the time we had to put in our bets because we have this rule that we can't submit our bets any later than 2 hours before the show.
Yeah, God forbid we help Emma do her job.
So I did not have the opportunity
Bunch
to
of
pick.
assholes.
So Sunday is going to be fun, but Sunday might also suck really, really bad. So
Espo?
I took James Vanderbilt. Double at plus 1350 tonight.
Okay.
So give me $135, baby.
it's cool because James Vanderbilt doesn't exist.
It's Jared.
Gerald. James, Gerald.
Jared.
Jared. I don't care. Vanderbeek, Vanderpump. I don't give a shit.
Jesus
What do
Christ.
I care about this game tonight? I don't.
We went from wanting this guy on our team at the trade deadline to calling him
Yeah.
James.
He's in LA.
So now Espo hates him.
Yeah, I don't
That's
give
what
a
he
shit
said.
what his name is. If he gets me a double-double,
Yeah.
great. If not, whatever. I picked high odds tonight.
Oh my goodness,
You are
Emma.
really channeling your Chris Paul Alvarado right?
Oh my God. All right. I went with under 108.5 points at halftime at a plus 105
No way, that's not happening.
because I too scrolled for a hot minute and was like, I have no idea what to pick for this game. So I was like, it's a plus odds. I'll take it.
They
Why
might have
not?
108 points in the first quarter.
Well, yeah.
Get the Lakers themselves. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Well, this was also when I thought that, again, when I thought LeBron and AD were likely going to be sitting. So, well, that's what you got.
I spun the wheel. I went, which Laker will have a double-double at a high clip here? Huh? You know, James Vanderpump, that other Malik Heasley. I don't know. Like, any of these Lakers. D'Angelo Hustle. I don't know.
So Marco in the chat said Torrey Craig going to show up. See, I would have put some money down on something on Torrey Craig had he
Yeah.
been available at
Really?
the time
We've
that I
seen
sent
him
this in.
start. When he starts, he does
Yeah.
No,
nothing.
but I still feel like it would have been fun. Torrey Craig and Campaign were the two that I was
I'm
looking at.
done with Torrey Craig. Betting on Torrey Craig this season.
I mean, that's fair.
He's
Listen,
let
I
down
can't
far
tell
too
you
many times.
to take our bets because clearly we were all scratching the bottom of the barrel tonight. But if you haven't signed up for BetMGM yet, make sure you do and use bonus code PHNX and you'll get $200 in bonus bets on your first wager with BetMGM. So here's how it all works. You download the BetMGM app, you sign up using that bonus code PHNX. You place a pregame moneyline wager in the amount of at least $10 on any market at Standard's odds price. and you will receive $200 in bonus bets instantly, regardless of the outcome of your wager. Just make sure, again, you use that bonus code PHNX when you sign up. Now listen to Shane talk about the disclaimer.
Disclaimer, 21 plus to wager. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. U.S. promotional offers not available in Washington, D.C., Mississippi, Nevada, New York, and Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Colorado, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369, New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP, Arizona. 1-800-522-4700, Kansas, Nevada. 1-800-327-5050, Massachusetts. 1-800-BETS-OFF, Iowa. 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help, Michigan.
Thanks, Shane. Appreciate you.
He didn't mail it in.
He did not mail it in. So I've told you guys about Neutral Vodka Seltzer, and it has officially arrived here at PHNX. Now, the Suns have a day game on Sunday. I know it's Easter, but, I feel like a seltzer is like an easy day sipping drink, right?
We're gonna hide seltzers all over the office. And
Are we doing a seltzer?
Some of them are gonna not contain alcohol. Other ones will, and we're just gonna let Lindsay have the taste test.
Oh, really?
Oh, man. Wow.
That's gonna be a fun post game right there.
Is that?
Well,
Sounds like
she got 50-50
let's
shot.
put your life on the line.
This game is fun.
No,
I
I
has life or
don't
death
think I would.
implications.
It has a life or death.
I hope I
implications.
wouldn't. That'd be so bad.
This or that.
I would prefer the one without vodka in it, but I think you guys should definitely try the one with vodka in it. Neutral's great. It's made with simple ingredients like vodka, seltzer, and real juice. Neutral's light and refreshing taste will show you exactly what a vodka seltzer can be. They have flavors like watermelon, pineapple, mango, and raspberry, and their brand new orange flavor will be launching next week as well. So make sure to keep an eye out for that so you can get your hands on it.
And they're chuggable.
I mean, I feel like they taste better if you just sip them. I've never had one, but I would put money on that.
It tasted good when you chugged it.
Jay's
too.
a fan of my idea.
Oh, yeah. Well, Jay, you're wrong. But back to Neutral, find them at your local store near you by checking the show notes for details. Okay, let's talk about Charles Barkley. This time it's actually not bad. There's no beef between him and KD. Charles went on the Dan Patrick show and said, dude, that stuff is just clutter to me. Everyone knows I won MVP. Everyone knows I won gold medals. He's basically saying that all of his trophy case items are just junk to him, so he's going to auction them off.
For a good cause, at least. It's
that's true.
For the homeless and the housing limited in his hometown of Leeds, Alabama. So that's at least it's for a good cause.
That's true. But I do find it interesting how he talks about it. It's kind of interesting.
Dude, that stuff is just clutter to me, Dan. Everybody know I won MVP. Everybody know I won gold medals. Dude, let me tell you something. I'm 60 years old, Dan. If people come to the house and I say, hey, let's go look at my MVP trophy and look at my gold medal, I'm the biggest damn loser in the world. Think about that, Dan. If you and the nerdettes come to the house, like, yeah, come on, I want to take y'all over here and look at my MVP trophy and my gold medal. I'm gonna be the biggest loser in the world.
But if I give you $25,000 for the MVP,
you ain't gonna get a finger. You're not even gonna get one of the legs. You're not even gonna get one of the legs on the MVP trophy for $25,000. Okay. Come on, Dan.
All right.
So clearly $25,000 is too low. How much do you think it'll go for?
I have a dream.
Oh boy.
I have multiple about
First
this,
of all,
but
we're not starting off this with that catchphrase.
I didn't like that.
We're already treading lightly.
This is definitely going to be a historical speech right here.
My dream is there you go.
That Kevin Durant bids on this
I'll have
and
a dream
wins
today.
the MVP trophy from the Charles Barkley's MVP trophy, and then melts it down just to throw shade.
That's aggressive.
I'm driving the bus. No, but even better. Kevin Durant buys the MVP trophy, gets a bus, and drives it straight over said trophy.
Jesus Christ.
That's
He's the bus
aggressive,
driver.
Espo.
That or Matt Ishbia buys it and puts it in the arena. One of the two.
I mean, that would be kind of cool.
But I think the first one's more entertaining.
Who hurt you?
The Suns, Gerald.
I mean,
the Suns.
why
They
would you
hurt
not?
us, Bo.
Why would you not do that? If Kevin Durant keeps getting this crap about being a bus driver, I'm a bus driver. I drove it straight over your MVP
Oh,
trophy.
Okay, that would be
no.
actually kind of funny.
You're like,
Okay.
televise it on TNT. Chuck has to watch. Couple million to good charity in Leeds, Alabama. I mean, he thinks the thing's a piece of junk anyways. What difference does it make?
Do you guys think it's a piece of junk? If you had Matt Ishbia money, how much would you pay for his trophy or his gold medals?
Okay, those are two separate questions. I don't think it's a piece of junk, but I also think that it's way more desirable when you don't have it and you want it than it is when you already have it. And then you kind of just like, after the realization of having it, you're like, I don't need this. I've had my joy out of it. Good to go.
I don't want any trophy that is not mine, that I didn't win. Like I feel weird about owning another man's symbol of his accomplishments.
Maybe if it was your kid's trophy, that's one thing. But
yeah,
I can
that's
see
one
that.
thing. But
Yeah.
like, I'm not paying any money for Charles Barkley's
I
trophy
toss all
because
them shits in
A,
the trash.
I can't afford it, and B, like, what am I gonna do with his MVP trophy? Like, he's talking about, what am I gonna invite people over and say, look at my MVP trophy? What am I gonna do? Invite people over and be like, look, it's Charles Barkley's MVP
Yes,
trophy?
1,000,000%.
To me, though,
It's weird.
that is a symbol of, for a lot of us, the season we became Suns fans, or the season that solidified a lifelong infatuation, if you will, with this team. So I could understand somebody, for sentimental value that way, wanting to buy it, or the team wanting it in the arena because it does mean something. It is a symbol of a great season, a great time to be a Suns fan. So from that perspective, I could see wanting it, but like, I'm not going to go buy some rando's Oscar and have it in my house. Like, hey, I got that Oscar for most creative set design from 1987.
Yeah.
Come over and see it. Like,
But that's a little bit different than, like, I don't know, maybe you got Martin Scorsese's Oscar from one of his, like, that's kind of cool because of the name that's attached to it and all that stuff. Like, they have an Oscar for Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at Disneyland that I did not know about, and I just learned that on my last trip, and I got to see it in person, and I was like, this is a cool fucking thing. That dude ain't around.
But if you had that in your house, wouldn't people come over like, why do you have the Oscar from the Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs? Did you work at Disney? Are you a big Snow White fan?
Did you work?
You'd
Did
be like,
you work
no,
at
but I
Disney?
paid thousands of dollars for it so I could have it.
Yeah.
Did you work at Disney in 1937 when they made Snow White?
I feel like the only way that, even if I had Ishbia style money, the only way I would buy it is if I were going to, because obviously it's a tax write-off because the money's going to charity, so it counts for that.
Of course, Lindsay's the
But
one
then,
thinking
I
then
know,
you're donating
right?
it to like the team or to the charity within the team so that they can like take it around and show it off to like when they have like school visits or whatever.
Yeah,
like
that'd be cool.
that makes sense. But just to have it in your house is weird.
Unless I'm building a museum with like multiple
Yeah.
Well, the
things
Suns
like
should
that.
do that.
The Suns
Honestly,
should.
That'd be cool.
There should
That
be
would
some
actually
kind
be
of.
pretty neat if the Suns did do it.
Wait
Until they win a championship, because then it would be, the jokes would write themselves as far as, look at this
Hey.
franchise that has a museum and has no Larry
Hold
O'Brien.
on,
support
No,
No.
in
it doesn't have to be a museum. It could just be there somewhere in the arena.
That's fine.
They're gonna have the Adam Silver Cup next year, so they're gonna win the midseason tourney.
Don't you degrade the midseason tournament. We are on board here at PHNX with the midseason tournament.
But yes, how fitting would it be for the Suns to win the midseason tournament before they win a Larry O'Brien? It seems like it would fit.
So a couple of things from the chat. Humble Rumble said, is he selling it? He's basically auctioning it off for charity. So the money that he gets for selling some of the things in his trophy case will go towards building houses for low-income families in his hometown. And then Tashi said Barkley should have kept it and passed it down to his grandson. He also said within that piece, which you guys can find on Twitter or YouTube, that he asked his daughter first what she wanted before he decided to just get rid of all of it. And she wanted one of his gold medals and was okay with him doing the rest.
I think she got the Dream Team gold medal, which
Mhm.
I think that's actually a cooler piece of memorabilia than the MVP trophy, quite frankly, because that team changed basketball. So.
Yeah. All right, cool. Well, thanks for hanging out with us for the pregame show. We hope you guys enjoyed this game at least a little bit. Fingers crossed for a Landry Shamet 35 piece. And then what was yours, campaign 40?
Yes.
Yeah.
Campaign
So
40.
we're rooting for Campaign and Landry tonight.
They combined for 75.
Let's go. All right. Have fun. Don't forget to meet us right back here after the game.
That's a joint bet. You know that, right?
No,
Why
I didn't
not?
say that.
Wait,
yeah.
we gotta smoke a joint if we lose.
that's-
I
A
did
joint
not
bet?
agree to that. Espo agreed to it.
40
Espo said,
piece.
I will give you Campaign.
Campaign. You guys gotta give me
I'll
something.
I'll do Darius Baisley 30.
25.
That's really attainable, but yeah, I'll do.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. How about
Let's
you?
go,
Lindsay?
man.
Lindsay, you gotta do something.
Give us Saban Lee 50. How about that?
Saban Lee 35.
Fine.
Yeah.
Fine.
All right.
Saving Lee 35. 35.
We got
Because
stakes.
Salt upped his, so I'm upping mine. It's 35.
I upped mine before the season started.
No, you
Yes,
didn't.
he
I
did.
didn't change it in the middle of the season.
No, but you changed it after you had agreed to the bet.
No, I did not agree to the bet.
Emma, we're pulling the receipts. He said Campaign 30,
Emma,
or not
we're
Campaign.
pulling the
He
receipts.
said Landry Shamet
Good
30
luck.
points, and then one of these two were like, well, he already had 31 or 32, and you're like, oh yeah, 35. That's exactly how the conversation
Did we
went.
shake on it? Then it didn't count. There you go.
Well, none of us have shook on any of this. So
Yeah.
none of it
This is
counts.
true.
Thank
I
you.
got
Good
my
job,
guy.
Emma.
Hey yo, my lifestyle is retro. Tell the Phoenix Metro. Megas in control and he ain't never gonna let go. PHNX though, Lindsey, Gerald, Espo. Saw past the ball, we here to turn up the tempo. Got to understand me, I'll always rep the